I wrote this song with my friend Holden, who's in a band called Delwater Gap. And we were just like making the beat together. And I started going like, if you want what you want, then you want it. And I looked at him, I was like, is that ridiculous? And he was like, keep going, keep going. I made a little studio above my parents' garage. I didn't make music for the first like 4 or 5 months of the pandemic. And when I came back to it, it was this like, I'm bored. I love making beats for fun. Like that's 100% what it was. And then once summer came, friends started to visit. And so it was this really like beautiful time where we would like make dinner and then go up to the studio with friends after and like have a glass of wine and just like make shit for fun. It felt like making music again like I was 17. You're better than the man I knew. We were in a band and you wouldn't flinch and wouldn't make a move. It's about like having a crush on someone for a really long time and really wanting to have sex with someone and then finally getting to do it. But I think what's interesting about the first verse to me is like, I have made really concerted efforts for the last 10 years of making music to not use any sort of gender or pronouns in my music, because I've always wanted the listener or whoever's receiving the song to be able to feel like it pairs immediately and exactly with whatever they're going through, and that like connection of experience can be the center of it. But in this unique setting, it was about a man. When I hear that, it's a signifier that I really made it thinking no one would ever hear it. Try to forget the rest. Is that what you get undressed? Pray to God this won't be a mess. I think that these are like the singular greatest moments of life, when you feel so alive and so present, when you're like, fuck me, I know that I'm doing something that could end up terribly, and everything in my body is telling me that this is the right thing to do. Like, that is the best juicy goodness of being alive. And I think that like, sometimes you just sort of have to do it, and maybe it will be a mess, and obviously there are consequences, but that excitement, like, it's nothing better. And I keep running away, but when I leave you pull me in again. Oh, here we go. I hold my breath and count the times I walk my feet up to the line. Oh, we both know. I think that everybody has that person that they like kind of have a thing with. Like, every time you see them, you're just sort of like, ah, fuck, are we ever gonna do this? Or like, just that like essential forever what if. That kind of chemistry can be really scary sometimes. And I think it was something that I had, as I say, walked up to the line of so many times and just been like, this is too hot to touch. And then sometimes you just have to cross the line. If you want what you want, then you want it. Can't hide what you desire once you own it. Can't fake what you can't break up with. Ooh, if you understand that a few years won't erase it, might die if you can't live just to taste it. Want what you want, then you want it. And I want you. Vocally, it's so tight and so forward that opening it up on that I want you, like there's spaces to sing talk and to push, but then there's spaces to expand. And I think like that's a metaphor for sex too. Like there's so many different ways to play and to find pleasure. Oh, can we take this slow? Everybody's always known, but I didn't want to admit. The second verse kind of just is what it is. Still about sex, still about a friend, still about pleasure. And also it's about maybe the emotional stakes that come with the physical as well. They went cheek to cheek. I feel it in my teeth, and it's too good to resist. I think that there is something so powerful about the emotions you feel in your teeth or in your hands. It's that like animal instinct. And this whole record, Surrender, is about trying to give in to those big emotions as a statement of what does it mean to be alive in the greatest way. Oh, and if you got a moment, I won't own it, won't own it, own it. And if you got another hour, I want all of it. Don't wanna wait another moment, I won't own it, won't own it, own it. Don't wanna wait another hour, I want all of it. Want. The thing that I love the most about the bridge is actually this like insane guitar that Tom added that for me filled this like upper mid range in the sonic spectrum that just was like everything I wanted to hear. Lyrically, it's sort of like, once you do it, you want to do it again. Sort of once you give in to that pleasure and that experience, being glad that you did and wanting to just live inside of it for a while. Pleasure can be an act of rebellion, finding the things that make you feel the most alive. I can't imagine any greater way to live than that. Finding pleasure also asserts the fullness of your being.